Hello and welcome to today's video. Being the full moon tomorrow, today already, basically the energy is already playing out. I wanted to hop on here and just share kind of how I've been preparing and like what I've been doing to sort of prepare myself for this like next coming cycle. Because when we have a full moon, then usually it is the completion or the ending of a cycle, and then a new cycle actually begins as of the following day after the full moon. So usually when the full moon happens, or new moon time, this is like the time when I usually do my rituals, and it's a really great time to do rituals, set intentions, kind of revamp and look at your lifestyle and what perhaps you think may need changing or upgrading, and really just checking in with yourself in terms of how you're feeling, where you're at emotionally, and just what's going on for you right now, and paying attention to that, because this is what I've sort of spent the day doing. It has been a very, very rainy day here in the Niagara region, and it has definitely been a day of just like introspection and going within and slowing down and being very deliberate and intentional. It has also been a day for me to just kind of romanticize my life, to romanticize the day, because when we have really gray days such as today where there's just constant rain, it can get a little bit heavy feeling or a little bit depressing. So I usually like to pick myself up during these times with just really like chill music in the background while I'm working, and having like a nice cup of coffee or a nice tea. Actually, tea is even better. And just really kind of being quiet and slow with my day and just with everything that I'm doing in my day. So today was a really great organizing day. Definitely got a lot accomplished in that front, and I really put together this little kind of like a vision board type of thing I designed for myself online, and it was just setting new intentions for this upcoming cycle, and putting on there like different exercise routine that I want to start implementing, and like a meditation routine. I want to switch up my meditation routine in terms of like timing and when I do it. Also food. I spent a great deal of time this previous Sunday preparing meals for this week so that I could just get into this better routine of like organizing my food and what I make myself and like what I'm eating and consuming, just to make it easier, to make it less of a daily chore, because it can get really annoying when you have to make fresh meals every day for yourself. So I spent a good amount of time last Sunday preparing for this week, which has definitely made a big difference, and it's something that I want to keep moving forward with. And in addition to like food and stuff, I also looked at my work habits and like how much am I working in a given day, and when am I working in a given day, where am I perhaps procrastinating and wasting time and not being more intentional or more focused with my time. So I really looked at that as well, and just kind of added some other things. I'm just looking at my vision board right now, and just added some other things that I felt that I need, and things that I want to incorporate in my daily life, like reading every day for 30 minutes, maybe twice a day for 30 minutes each, just to give me a little bit of time to again relax, put on some nice music while I'm reading, and really just absorb some good knowledge, good information from an actual physical book, instead of reading something online, or instead of constantly scrolling, because even when you're looking up like good stuff, you can really get lost in the scrolling, I find. So I'm trying to definitely do that less, and then coming up with like a skincare routine that would be more beneficial for my skin at this time, and taking better care of it, and journaling was like the last thing that I also put on my little vision board thing here, of being more intentional with my journaling. I journal all the time, but I don't do it consistently, and I want to just try out a new thing and see what it would kind of produce for me, or what kind of results it would bring if I was to spend a little bit of time journaling every day, like writing down my dreams in the morning and maybe some intentions, and then doing like a little check-in with myself in the evening. And again, just writing a couple sentences. I don't want to complicate it or make it anything crazy, but just giving myself that time to empty in the evening, because I do have a tendency sometimes to like just keep going and keep working and sitting in front of the laptop, and that's, I'm finding it's just not balanced. Like I can't spend, you know, 80% of my day working and then 20% is left for like everything else. It's not balanced. So I'm trying to really come up with ways of how I can move forward with this new cycle where it's just more intentional, more slow, more romantic, and where I really just genuinely enjoy the time that I have with myself, and I really enjoy the way I work and what I work on, because I already enjoy what I work on. I just need to add a couple of little details, and it's crazy. Like it can be something as simple as just lighting, like having a couple candles going when it's raining outside, I find really makes a huge difference in boosting my mood. Or like I have like my little mushroom lamp on that a family member made for me, and I love this little thing. I'll just show you guys. There's our little mushroom lamp. I love this thing. And it's on a dimmer, so you can like make it brighter. It's actually on the lowest setting right now, believe it or not. That's about the lowest setting. So yeah, having my little lamp on, I find just, I don't know, these like little things add magic, wonder, inspiration, happiness, joy, excitement. I don't know, like all kinds of different feelings are stirred up within me when I look at these little things, these little extra things that I do for myself. And I just wanted to share this because I think if you add some new things into your routine and into your lifestyle and into how you show up for yourself on a daily basis moving forward after this full moon, it's really going to take, it's really going to stick. This full moon is also in the sign of Libra. So Libra is actually all about balance. I find I'm just so tuned in when it comes to moon cycles, because I always seem to be naturally gravitating to doing things that are really in alignment with the energies that are at play at the moment, right? So this Libra full moon is definitely, like I said, about balance. And that's exactly what I'm doing, is I'm looking at my schedule and balancing things out. I'm looking at really all areas of my life and figuring out how to balance that for myself in a way that feels good to me and in a way that just simply works. So that's really what I'm doing, and that's kind of my update. And I'm really going to encourage you to look at a few things, you know, in your life, like today, tonight, tomorrow, if you have the time, and over the next couple of days, and just check in with yourself and see where you feel things are not quite balanced or aligned. What could you do more of? What could you do less of to bring balance and harmony back into your life at this time? Will be very helpful to look at. And then coming up with a plan, actually an action plan to implement those changes for yourself on a daily basis. And I'm noticing something that works really well for me is when I am bringing in something new and introducing something new into my lifestyle or my life, I have to do it in like just small little amounts, and then I build upon that once it really takes off in momentum. So, you know, like running, for example, I set like 15-minute, you know, jog/walk routine into, instead of just walking all the time, which is what I always do, but adding like a jogging into that, and seeing, you know, how that works. And it's, like I said a pretty small limit, 15 minutes. I'll see if I can get through that. If I can't run the full 15 minutes, it'll be fine. I'll just run and walk, you know, I'll do whatever I can, kind of thing, and then go from there. And yeah, so just small amounts, do little of those new things to really help them not become a burden, not become something that's like a pressurized thing or activity, but so that it can become something that's just fun, lighthearted, new, exciting, and then build upon that excitement as you start to gain momentum. So yeah, that is my message for this full moon. Simple, short, and sweet. But I don't know, I feel like that's enough. And I wish you guys all a really, really beautiful full moon, Libra full moon. I know this one is impacting relationships as well, so be mindful of that. But really, first and foremost, I just feel like we need to be focusing on ourselves at this time and bringing that balance back into our lives, in all areas of our lives. So thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, and hit a like and subscribe on your way out if you enjoy this type of content. And if you are interested in how to really master oneself and how to become a better version of yourself, that's the kind of stuff I talk about here. So thank you for watching.